Hi, today I'll show you how to change a spark plug on a Yamaha YZ450, which is the bike you see right here behind. To do this, we're going to need a certain few tools. These tools include a ratchet extension, a 5/8 socket, a 12mm socket, a 10mm socket, a set of pliers, and a Phillips screwdriver, and of course the spark plug. Before you start, it is important to make sure that you have the right spark plug to do this, because once you take your bike apart and you find out you don't have the right one, you're going to be really upset with yourself. To start, we need to take the number plates off, and to do that, we need our 12mm socket, our 10mm socket, as well as our ratchet. We'll start with a 12mm socket by taking off the bolt on the highest on the number plate, right under the rear seat, which is right here. After we take that bolt off, we move down to the 10mm socket and take the bolt off towards the end of the air box. From here, if the number plates haven't fallen off by themselves, all you have to do is simply grab them and just take them off. Now that we're done with step one, it's on to step two. That's taking the seat off. Taking the seat off is fairly simple because the two bolts that are holding it on we took off in step one. So to take the seat off, all you have to do is get a firm grip and slide it off by pulling towards the back of the bike. Alright, now that we have successfully taken off the seat and number plates, it's on to the final obstacle in getting to the spark plug, which is the gas tank. To take the gas tank off, we're going to have to first take our Phillips screwdriver and take the screw out that holds the gas tank to the frame, right where the seat used to go, which is right here. Second, there are going to be two bolts under the gas tank. We're going to have to take off using our 10mm socket, our ratchet extension. After we take these two bolts out, there's still one final step before we can take the tank off. And that includes removing the fuel line. It's best to do this if you don't have any fuel in the gas tank itself. Otherwise, when you take the hose off, there's going to be a big mess. So if you do have fuel in the tank, what you want to do is find something to pinch the line with, and then disconnect the hose from the carburetor. To do this, we're going to need our pliers. Alright, now that we have successfully disconnected our fuel line, it's time to take the tank off. We do this by simply just lifting straight up on the tank, and it should just wiggle itself right off. Now that the gas tank is off, we've completed all the necessary steps we need to reaching the spark plug. From here, all that's left is changing the plugs. We do this, we find the rubber boot that's on top of the motor. It'll be the only one with wires connected to it. And to get it out, all you have to do is pull it straight up. Now that we can successfully reach the spark plug, all that's left is actually changing them. To do this, we're going to need our 5/8 socket, our ratchet extension, as well as our ratchet. Putting the new spark plug in is as simple as dropping it in and tightening it down. Once again, we'll need our 5/8 socket, our ratchet extension, and our ratchet. Now that we have successfully changed the spark plugs in a YZ450, all that's left is to finish the job, which includes putting the bike back together. And to do so, we'll just have to follow the steps that I just gave you, only backwards. So to start, we'll put the gas tank back on. Now that we put our gas tank back on, next we just have the seat and the number plates. We're almost there. Now that your bike is put back together, you want to go over all the bolts you just took out. Make sure they're tight so they don't come loose next time you ride. This is how to change a spark plug on a YZ450. Only one thing left to do, and that's test it out. Looks like we did it right. Thanks again.